Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a small outdoor basketball court. I'm not sure how well this is going to be received because I haven't done very many things like this on the channel before or in general, so you'll have to let me know if you do like sport themed builds like this because I do have plenty more ideas. I've been building quite a lot of these things recently. By the way, if you have any more building related needs, check out the card system. I'll be leaving links to loads of videos and playlists in there that I think that you guys might really want to take a look at, but that's more than enough talking from me, isn't it, guys? If you want to make this thing, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some polished andesite, and grab some block of quartz. Flip down, grab yourself some cyan stained clay. Flip over, grab yourself some web. Grab some red wool. Also grab some white wool. And you're also going to want to grab some black wool and some white carpet. Oh, we'll also need an orange wool as well. Oh, and look at that. They are the only materials that we're going to be needing, and we have just run out of room. Poetic. Once you have every single one of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here. You're going to want to kick off your basketball court by carving a row of 5 white wool in the ground. So that'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. What you then want to do is take this left end of the row that you've made, so this first block, and looking down on the ground like this way, you want to do 3 up left diagonals. So in the ground you want to carve out 1, 2, 3. Then go up from this third up left diagonal by 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 3 upper right diagonals. That's 1, 2, 3. Then go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then come down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals to connect all the way back to where you first started. You'll have a circular shape like this. Fill in your circular shape with white wool. This is going to be where center court is, so just fill this in with white wool. Hopefully a little less sloppier than I've just done there. So you want to have something which should look like this. What you now want to do is you want to cut this circle in half, and you want to do it obviously from the middle block in your 2 rows of 5. So just split it up the center like this and do a row of white to connect each half. There you go. Now, still going outwards, so still in this middle line, but continuing outwards, you know where we just split in half. You want to do 2 rows of 8 coming out of each side of the circle. So this bottom half, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can just fill this in with white wool, so we just want to have that. And then you want to do the same to the other side as well, so that'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you just want to fill that in as well, and you'll end up with a shape like this, kind of like a really weird looking lollipop. Once you've got that taken care of, you now want to, coming to the left hand side here where we have this row of 5 white wool, you want to, leaving a gap of 3, and you can carve this into the floor if you want to, so leaving a gap of 3 like 1, 2, 3, you want to have another row of 5 white wool that is parallel to that first initial row of 5. So where you have this row of 5 on the side of your circle here, you want to have another row of 5 that is not too far away, so right here, 3 rows away. You then want to take the top and bottom of this row of 5, and you want to, starting from the bottom of the row of 5, do 3 bottom left diagonals, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, all carved into the ground, and then you want to go left of that third bottom left diagonal by 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then want to do the same at the top. So we're at the top, we want to do 3 up left diagonals this time, that's 1, 2, 3, and then we want to go left by 5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can just fill all of this in with white wool, and we do have a little bit left to do as well to this. So what we now want to do, you can see where we have this like U shape or kind of like semicircle. We want to take this block right here where our first block in the rows of 5 that we made, and we want to connect each one of those first blocks together, and we just want to carve that into the ground, and we want to connect them together. So we want to have a shape which should look a little bit like this. What we also want to do is we want to connect each one of those 5th blocks together as well. So carve it into the ground, connect them together. You also want to take, can you see this middle block in this row that we've just made? It should be quite easy to find. It's like in a line with the like center middle block in our row of 5 coming consistently all the way across the court. So it's right here. You should be able to eyeball the middle block right here. On top of this middle block, you want to do a row of 8 andesite coming directly up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you want to take that 8th block, extend it outwards into the court by 1. Then in front of that, do a black wall. Left and right of that black wall, come outwards by 2. That's 1, 2, and that will be 1, 2. Then go up on top of each one of those 2 blocks by 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and that'll be 1, 2, 3. Connect them together at the top, and then fill either the center of this in with quartz block or fill the center of it in with white wool. I like quartz. Then take out your red wool, and starting from the bottom left-hand corner quartz block that we have here, take a red wool, extend it out by 1, do an outward diagonal, then connect it back to the board. Then take out your web, and underneath the hoop here, you want to do a web here, 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 and here. So you kind of want to have like a triangle formation. Can you guys see how we've arrived at that? And that's the net for the hoop. Easy. Once you've got that taken care of on one side, we want to do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're now going to come to the opposite side of our circle here. And we want to, leaving a gap of 3, we want to leave a gap of 3 and have another row of 5 white wool. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. And then we want to have a row of 5 white wool on the right hand side here, parallel to the right hand side of the circle that we have the center court there. Once we have our row of 5, we then want to take this bottom block in the row of 5 and do 3 bottom right diagonals from it. That's 1, 2, 3. We then want to go right by 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to come all the way up to this top row of 5 here, and we want to take this top block and do 3 upright diagonals. That's 1, 2, 3. And then go right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we want to connect each one of those 5th blocks together, and we just want to connect them together like that. Also, we want to take the first blocks in our row of 5 and also connect them together as well. So you'll end up with a shape that should look like this. And to fill that in, of course, all you have to do is use your white wool. So we just have to use the white wool, and we just have to, whoops, that's a little sloppy. We just have to fill in the entire shape that we've just carved out of the ground with white wool, and boom, it'll look like that. We then want to take out our polished andesite, and in the center block of this long row that we've connected, the 2 5th blocks together, we want to, on top of this, go up by 8 with the andesite. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then take that 8th block, extend it in towards the court by 1. Then do a black wool. Extend that left and right by 2, 1, 2 on the left, and 1, 2 on the right. Then take each one of those second blocks and extend them up each by 3. That's 1, 2, 3, and this will be 1, 2, 3. Connect them together at the top. Then fill the center of the shape in with your white block of choice. I'm using quartz. Then take out your red wool and extend each one of the bottom 2 corners of the whiteboard out by 1 with the red. Connect them together outward diagonally in the center with your red. Take out your web, place a web underneath each one of those red wool blocks and underneath that center empty block. Underneath the web that you placed underneath the center empty block, add another web, and that will be the basket. That is the basket on the left, that's the basket on the right. We have the markings on the floor laid down for us. All we have to do now is figure out the actual perimeter of the court. And to do that, we want to take out our white carpet, and we want to take each one of these outer 8th blocks that we placed right at the beginning of this tutorial. So the 2 rows of 8 that we placed coming out of the center court here, we want to take these 8th blocks, and we want to, with our white carpet, kind of just want to draw a big giant rectangular shape going all the way around the court. So we want to connect those 8th blocks all the way to where the actual hoop is. That's what we want to do. We want to connect it all the way to the hoop, and we just want to do that by forming a big giant white carpet rectangle going all the way around the edge of the court. It's pretty simple. Now, you do only want to do the white carpet on the outer parts of the court. You can do it on the inner parts if you want, where all of the markings are and stuff, but I didn't design it that way. I designed it so that the white carpet is really just for like the little perimeter of the basketball court. I didn't design it to go like on top of this like center line and stuff like that, so you can do what you want. It's only a very subtle change anyway. But you can see where like the outer part is now. You can see that there's a little bit of separation, and I like that personally. Once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next. You might want to place an orange wall right in the very center of your basketball court. An orange wall right in the very, very center of the big giant circle in the center of your court. That represents a basketball. You can place that if you want. I think it's a nice finishing touch. Up to you. Once you've got that placed or not placed, destroy every single grass block in the center of your basketball court. Destroy all of the grass blocks. Obviously, you don't have to do it outside of where the white markings are, outside of your white carpet rectangle, but destroy all of the grass blocks inside of them. Then, completely fill in the area left where you've destroyed everything. Obviously, you don't want to destroy any white wall because those are important. Otherwise, there would have been no point in placing any of the markings. We would just made a big giant empty rectangle. So you want to leave all of the white wall alone, destroy all of the grass blocks, replace that with cyan, and you'll end up with something that should look a little bit like this. So this is what your basketball court should look like once you've completely destroyed all of the grass blocks inside of it and replaced it with cyan stained clay. And it's looking pretty good, isn't it? We even have the basketball in the center. I really do think that adds a little something. So the only difference between what you have now and this right here on the screen, destroy all of the grass blocks and replace them with cyan stained clay. And that is all you have to do. Hopefully, you guys have managed to make this. Hopefully, you like it. And if you've done both of those things, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like, a favorite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out. I would always really appreciate. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd like to say that I do loads of things like this, but that's not really true. I do a little bit of everything. I have got a little football/soccer pitch over there that I'm working on, but I'm going to be doing more sports related stuff, and I do a little bit of everything if you haven't checked out my channel before. Comment down below, what do you want to see me make next? I do take requests, and I do take them quite often. Pretty much everything around me is built just due to requests. Everything that you might be able to see in the background, all requests. Check out the card system for my other various videos and playlists that I'll be linking in there. I'm sure that you'll really want to check out the stuff that I'm leaving in there. It's probably good. It's really, all of the videos and playlists in there will be really good stuff. I'm sure that you'll want to check it out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, favorite, share if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't. You won't regret it. Comment down below, what do you want me to make next? Do you like this? Do you want some more stuff like this? Let me know. Check out the card system for my various videos and playlists. Yes, that is a giant claw machine that I'm turning into a house. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.